Right. Well, at this conference, I'm giving a talk, it's a kind of talk workshop on the whole topic of critical thinking. This has become, again, a hot topic at education ministries around the world. The need to transform educational systems to encourage students to think critically more. So this is appearing more and more on education reforms in different countries, on different ministerial documents, on different priorities for education. One of these, it's one of the buzzwords now is critical thinking. So I'm going to explore a little bit what critical thinking means, how critical thinking is interpreted in our profession of English language teaching, and then activities that teachers can do that would encourage their students to think more critically. One of the reasons why I think this is becoming a hot topic now is because we are living in, some claim now, we are living in the age of information. It isn't a question now of just learning things by memorizing and remembering things in time for the test. And getting information from hard to get places. The information is everywhere. We don't always know what is true, what is, where the information comes from and so on. And so in that kind of an environment, especially sort of doing things on the internet or researching or writing stuff or even reading the news, the idea is to encourage students to think critically about the information they are receiving. So we'll be looking at different practical ways that teachers can do that. This doesn't necessarily mean being critical about everything. Critical thinking can mean also accepting wholeheartedly an idea, a different idea, not just criticizing everything. But it looks at things like differentiating fact from opinion in texts that we are reading. It also means things like exploring things from different perspectives, looking at where the information comes from, examining the origins of certain worldviews and the implications of those. And I think this is a realm that can be explored in the English language classroom. It can be explored through the vocabulary, the way we teach vocabulary. It can be explored obviously through how we teach reading and listening texts. And also it can provide for some very interesting speaking activities. It's challenging for both. One of the things about critical thinking activities that I'll be proposing is that often there's no one right answer. And in so many educational settings, the safe thing, the easy thing is to go for the right answer, that the teacher knows and the students have to find that right answer. So the teacher controls that information and the students guess it or do activities to all converge on the same right answer. Critical thinking tasks are divergent. That means that they don't all go towards one right answer. There may be many right answers. There may be different levels of right answer and so on, which creates a situation of uncertainty in the educational context there. So initially, talking to teachers who've been doing this kind of stuff, there is initial resistance from the students who expect that the teacher will just say that has the right answer and will say, this is what it is, this is what you have to know. So they have to kind of play that game of, I'll just find out what the right answer is. Whereas critical thinking, it becomes hard for everyone when the teacher says, I don't know what the right answer is. Let's see if we can find a right answer that we agree on. It's about constructing knowledge together as a group. And that requires a bit of a mindset, a bit of a mind change. But it is what educational authorities, what lots of people, pedagogues, and what the world needs really now is people to be able to think a little bit more.